Okay, there's gold in them there hills, a fortune to be made. Don't lose your way. Words of advice. Actually, it's a song that I started writing about a guy who lives up there called Alf, and I was talking to him once. I always go up there and talk to him about Jesus, and on my walk, I used to talk to him quite a bit. And on the way home, I'd have a bit of a chat to him and a bit of a laid back sort of talk. I'd sort of take my time out of my day on purpose to talk to him, even though I'd just like to get home and do what had to be done here. But I thought the time was well spent to tell him about Jesus. And he's got a dog called Topsy, and he always used to say to me, I used to tell him about Jesus, and when we'd finish he'd say, "What about Topsy? Does Jesus love Topsy? Topsy too?" And I'd say, "Yes, Jesus loves Topsy too." And we'd give her a pat and she'd bark and it'd be as happy as anything, and I'd move on and finish my walk. But I'd always take the time out to tell Alf about Jesus. And one day there I was coming through my walk, and he called me over, and he said, "Oh, Nico, can you cut down this, like, my name's Neil, but anyway, Dad used to be called that." And he said, "Can you cut some branches off my mango tree?" So I got up there and I cut some branches off his mango tree, and it literally took me about 20 minutes. And he blessed me one day. He gave me a card. I think it was a Christmas card, and it had $100 in it. And so I joke around a bit, and I said, and he was telling me, I didn't mind giving you that $100 because I just won $200. So I said, "Well, where's the rest?" And I mean, that was a bit rich of me, but I let that slide. But then later on, we were talking. He was talking about going into town, which he eventually did. And we were talking just back in his farm a bit, and you could sort of see the old Pine Ridge from where we could just make it out. We're in a clearing, so we could see it. And I said, "You ought to stay here, Alf, until the day you die, and then just cross over that old Pine Ridge." And I suppose that would have been about 3 years ago. I was saying that, and those sort of things happened over a period of 7 or so years. And anyway, so one day I was just sitting down here, and I thought, he's left the district because he's gone into town to live. I thought, I wouldn't mind. I might try and write a song about him. So I did, and I said, and I started off with his gold in them there hills, because he used to work the old gold mine at the base of that. The ridge goes down that way, but there's a duffer. Actually, I just pointed to it now, called a mine called the Duffer, which is in that direction, right from where I am now, and it's only about 200 yards. And he used to work he worked at that mine there. So he was an old gold miner from the place. And the Kelsey Creek's just down there. It's only probably we'll say 20 metres, because it looks about a cricket pitch distance from me. And so where the Kelsey flows, he's further up the creek, and he's got a homestead that he bought there on the creek. Like, this is a homestead lease here, and he bought an old homestead, actually fully established, there on the Kelsey Creek. Okay, let's get into it.